My name's Kailyn. Kailyn's been my best friend for 18 years. It's crazy to think it's been that long. It's like, it was just yesterday. We're having our annual slumber parties, yelling at each other through our bedroom windows, and watching Freaky Friday nonstop. Having a long life friend like you has been the best thing that anyone could ever ask for. It's something I'll always cherish, and you're someone I could always look up to. And I love you to pieces, and I couldn't be more happy for you to find the love of your life, who is a really good guy, and I see how well he treats you and how happy you are, and that's so important in your guys' relationship. Anyways, I wish you guys nothing but lots of love and happiness throughout the rest of your years of marriage, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. But congratulations, you guys. To Kailyn and Caleb.
So, for those who don't know, my name's Spencer Bacon. I've had the privilege of knowing these two for a very long time. Caleb and I grew up at Crossroads. We were always in the same friend group, but we didn't really start hanging out until freshman year at Columbia. Caleb has done so much for me and asked for so little in return. He is one of the most selfless human beings I've ever met. Caleb has these qualities of kindness, selflessness, and compassion that I've really only seen in my own father. These two have both done so much for me and have been a part of some of my favorite memories. Over the span of 8 years now, one thing really stuck out to me, and truthfully, I couldn't tell you guys why. Back when you guys first started dating, you both came to Park Rose to see the student-directed films in one acts. I had a 7-minute short film in, and both came to support me. I was really excited to see them both because it was the first time I'd actually seen them as a couple. And I remember sitting with them a few rows down from my parents, and I remember turning around and seeing that Kailyn had rested her head on his shoulder for a minute. I couldn't tell you why that meant so much to me, but it did. All I can say about it is that when I saw that, I really hoped this would be a special relationship, and I'd like to brag for a moment that I was right.
Dear Squishy, wow, where has the time gone? Just yesterday, we had hiked the arches in Moab in less than ideal shoes. You are the foundation of this relationship and a gift from God that has allowed our friendship to grow over these past 2,800 days of being together. I am so happy that I finally get to say I do to my best friend, that I get to say I do to spending the rest of my days with the love of my life, and that we get to start this new chapter of our lives together in the presence of our friends and families. I cannot wait to see what God has planned for us, and I cannot wait to call you my wife. And no, I love you more.
Buzz, I can't believe we finally made it to our big day. These past 8 years, we've had our share of ups and downs, but I believe they have molded us and made us the couple we are today, and built a solid foundation for the rest of our lives. I can't begin to describe my love for you, and I can honestly say that I get to marry my best friend. You're the one that knows the way to my heart, and you have it 100%. I could never imagine spending my days with anyone other than you. Thank you for truly being you always. It's who I've fallen in love with over and over again. I can't wait to say I do. I love you to infinity and beyond.
I want to welcome everyone here, dear friends. We're finally gathered here in this place in the presence of God and witnesses to bless the joining together of Kailyn Alexander and Caleb Villarreal in holy marriage after 8 years of being together. Kailyn, do you take Caleb to be your husband, to live together in holy marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsake all others? Be faithful to him as long as you both will live. If so, please say I do.
I do.
Now, Caleb, do you take Kailyn to be your wife, to live together in holy matrimony? Do you promise to love, comfort, and honor and keep her in sickness and in health, forsaking all others? Be faithful to her as long as you both will live.
I do.
I'd like to extend to the audience and friends and family. So I ask, will you, as our friends and family, commit to encouraging and helping them in their marriage, to be there in times of celebration, in times of need? Will you commit to uphold them in prayer as they begin the rest of their lives together? If you agree and commit to this, will you please respond, "We will"?
We will.
From 1 Corinthians 13 from the Bible, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love never fails. And now, these three remaining: faith, hope, love. But the greatest of these is love. Love is a very common word. We use it in many different ways. We say, "I love you" to the person we care about the most in the world. But we also say, "I love chocolate." But love is far more than an emotion. Emotions are fleeting. They are here one moment and gone the next. Anyone who has been married longer than a day knows that the feeling of love comes and goes. Marriage is not easy because true love is more than just a feeling, it's a choice. If you want your marriage to be strong and to last, you must choose every day to love the other. If you choose to do this, your marriage will be one of the most fulfilling, rewarding, and fruitful parts of your entire life. The perfect example of this love is found in Jesus, who sacrificed everything to humble himself by taking on the form of a man, coming down from heaven to this earth to die for us. There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for another. In the same way, my hope is that you, Caleb and Kailyn, would lay down your lives for one another, giving of yourself to the other in the same way that Jesus gave his life for you. Caleb, each day choose to love Kailyn by putting her desires ahead of your own. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take faith to go forward together without knowing exactly where the future brings you. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey you both have pledged today.
Buzz, your heart is unlike anything I've ever known. I've never known someone to give up so much of their own personal time in order to benefit another. You are my steady place. I am the best version of myself when I am with you. Today, in front of God and our closest family and friends, I take you as my husband and my lifelong best friend. I promise to help you love life, to support your interests, hobbies, and passions, always being your #1 fan. I promise to remain loyal to you in all aspects of our lives. No matter what may come our way, I promise that I will always choose you over and over again.
Kailyn, you are the love of my life. You are my better half and my best friend. As we stand here today with the support of family and friends, I'd like to make these commitments to you as we start this new chapter of our lives. Kailyn, I promise to provide for you and protect you when times get rough, and to be there with an open mind and ears when you just need someone to talk to. I vow to be loyal to you and our family, to stick by your side through thick and thin, and to not stray from the path that God has led us to. I promise to put you first in our day-to-day lives and to treat you with the respect you deserve, no matter the circumstances. And I promise to unconditionally love you to infinity and beyond.
Caleb and Kailyn will now exchange rings as a symbol of their commitment to each other. These rings are a daily reminder and a public declaration of the promise you've made. Notice the circle of the ring has no beginning and no end. It is eternal. As Caleb and Kailyn have consented together to marriage and have their vows before God and these witnesses, and have symbolized their vows by giving and receiving rings, I now, by the authority as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, pronounce you husband and wife. May those whom God have joined, let no one separate. And finally, from the words of the late great Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock, live long and prosper. You may now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, may I be first to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Caleb, Kailyn Villarreal.
3. He wasn't ready. Let's make some noise for him.